Hello, welcome to myairgunreviews.com. My name is Kenny and I have set up this website and dedicated it to the review of affordable air guns. We will review air rifles, air pistols, pellet and BB. We'll let you know how much fun you're going to get for your money or how much grief. We will also review some accessories, some upgrades and fixes. We'll let you know if your money is well spent or wasted on these things. So let's get started with our next review. Welcome back everyone. Today we're going to review the Benjamin Trail NP all-weather 22 caliber pellet rifle by Crosman. It retails for probably an average of $209, maybe a little more. I've seen it as low as $195 something with free shipping from Amazon.com today. Pyramid Air is $209. Other places on Amazon and other gun shops selling it for $237, $249. Crosman's asking $299. It's an attractive gun. It has a bowl type steel jacketed barrel. It comes with Crosman's nitro piston. Has a nice welded on Weaver rail for solid scope mount. Comes with a pretty decent 3 to 9 by 40 millimeter adjustable objective scope, and it does have mil dots, even though they're kind of small and a little bit hard to see. It does not use caps for the adjustment, so you can just reach up and adjust. And with the fine tuning, just turn this out about one turn and had a very crisp reticle and objective. I guess we're not going to get a good picture of that. It's a very comfortable stock. It's polymer or composite, all-weather, checkering on forearm and around. It's got a pistol grip, very comfortable. It's got a nice ventilated rubber butt pad, and gun weighs about 8 pounds, 43 inches long, 43 pounds of cocking effort. Very smooth cocking air rifle. And the cons: it comes with Crosman's very crappy trigger. This gun had the worst trigger of any Crosman I have ever tried. It did not fire until almost the very end of the pull, and if you tried to shorten it, adjust it to shorten the pull, you could pull all the way back and the gun would not fire. You release the trigger and all of a sudden it would fire. So I had to turn the adjuster screw back and leave it. I did put one of my custom-made washers on the trigger and shortened the pull, so it was a lot better. But for this one, I also purchased a GRT 3 trigger, so we're gonna test this out first with my trigger adjustment, and then we're gonna put the GRT 3 trigger in it, and then we're gonna try it with the GRT 3 trigger. So let's do the target shoot with the original trigger, and then we'll go down and we'll install the GRT 3 trigger, come back and try it again, and then we'll do the performance test on the Crony. Okay, this will be an accuracy test at 20 meters, shooting Beeman Cro-Magnum 18.21 grain pellets using the original Crossman trigger. And now we are going to remove the stock. Next we are going to remove the C-clip. Take our trigger and our screw. It's our adjusting screw. The roller pin back in. Dab of silicone gun oil. Put a drop of oil on the pin. Place the pin back in. C-clip in place. Clip the pin back on. And we are ready to put it back in the gun. Okay, we've got the trigger installed and it comes with this little Allen wrench. This Allen wrench right here You turn it counterclockwise and it lengthens the pole. Turn it clockwise and it shortens your pole. Okay, now we're gonna try it 20 meters, same pellet with the new GRT 3 trigger, and see if we get any more accurate. Okay, this is before we changed the trigger, and looks like we got 1.25 inches or better. We got 3 right in here, 1 here, 1 here. And then apparently the scopes needs to be reset after taking the stock off and put back on. But those 5 shots you can cover with 1/4. Let's see. Cover them all with less than the size of 1/4, so pretty accurate when you got a better feel for the trigger. Okay, we're gonna start out shooting some Crossman 9.5 grain alloy pellets and see what it does with the alloy pellets. Not that anybody would ever really shoot with these. Okay, got a low of 851.6, 821.9, high of 938.8, average of 902, extreme spread of 116.9, standard deviation 41.15. There's probably a bad pellet in there, but I don't care because nobody ever shoots with those pellets anyway. Now we're going to do 5 shots with the RWS Hobby 11.9 grain lead pellets. By the way, we had a high decibel reading of 96.1 shooting the alloy pellets. Low of 752.3, high of 761.4, average of 755.3, extreme spread of 9.14, standard deviation 3.60 feet. Pretty consistent with lead pellets. Now when we run out of these alloys, we're not even going to bother testing with them anymore. Okay, now that we know how fast it shoots and how accurate it shoots, we'll kind of sum it up. Some of the pros: it's a fairly quiet rifle, 96.1 decibels. It's an attractive rifle. It's got a steel covered bull barrel. A black composite stock that's fairly attractive. Very nice pistol grip, very comfortable. It's an easy to shoot rifle. I love the Weaver rail, and it's also a very nice scope. I found the scope quite easy at 20 meters to clear reticle and a clear objective. You can see the target clearly. Weight's about right, 8 pounds, 43 inches. It's not too long, it's not too short. Other things I like, it does come with sling mounts, pivot right here, and on the stock you've got a mount to put a sling pivot on, so you don't have to trog it through the woods holding it. You can sling it over your shoulder. Things I'm disappointed about: number one, the trigger. You shouldn't have to put a new trigger on a rifle to shoot it, and that was clearly the case with I've had a couple of Crossmans that the trigger was livable, you could get used to it, but this one was just beyond that. And for performance, it falls just a little bit short. It's rated at 950 feet per second with alloy pellets, and we got one shot up to 938. That was close, but it was pretty wild with the alloy ammunition. 116.9 foot spread, averaged out at 902. Even if you take the highest shot at 938.8, that's still only 18.56 foot-pounds of energy. They claim 21 to 23 foot-pounds of energy. Realistically, you're going to get on average about 15 foot-pounds. Shooting a Crossman Premier 14.3 grain, we averaged 701.9. No, wait a minute, that was the highest, 701.9, with an average of 693.3. That's 15.27 foot-pounds of energy. The most accurate pellet was the Beeman Cro-Magnum at 18.21 grains. Average speed of 609.5 feet per second. That gave us 15.02 foot-pounds of energy. The most powerful pellet was a Gamo Diablo Match, which is really like a wad cutter, 15.43 grain. We had an average of 708.8 feet per second, which gave us an average energy of 17.22 foot-pounds. So the pellet does make a big difference. But like I say, using the average pellet that you're going to shoot that's accurate, you're going to get about 15 foot-pounds of energy, not 21 or not 23. So that's disappointing. It's a little less powerful. 33 pounds of cocking force, a little bit above the 1,000 foot per second 177 caliber Springers that I've got, and about the same energy, so they're actually easier to cock. And it's not the cheapest rifle around there. You plan on paying at least $210 for one, and plan on replacing the trigger. The scope is a keeper. So, all in all, for the performance, for the money, it is easy to shoot. It is fairly accurate. This gun's probably 100 shots away from being broke in. If you're looking for something to target shoot, if you want to replace the trigger, you got a good rifle. If you're looking for something to hunt, look elsewhere. For the price, I would not recommend the rifle. So that pretty much sums it up, and thank you for watching this review.